193 years old. That's how old the oldest living land animal is on Earth. And his name is Jonathan, the tortoise who refuses to die. Jonathan is a giant tortoise that lives here on St Helena Island, a small British overseas territory in the middle of the South Atlantic Ocean. Born in 1832, Jonathan is believed to be the oldest living land animal on Earth. He even has his own Guinness World Record. Just to put that into perspective, he was born before the Eiffel Tower was made. He was born before the first ever car was made. He was even born before the first ever Fast and Furious movie came out. Today, Jonathan lives a pretty stress-free life. He lives at the governor's residence house and spends most of his time eating good food, enjoying the weather, and saying hello to whatever tourists stop by. In this video, we're going to delve into Jonathan's life, learn a little bit more about his history, and explore just why he's lived so long.
So I'm Debbie Young, and I'm the resident manager of Plantation House, and I've been here now for 16 years.
So first of all, you can tell me, who is Jonathan?
Well, as far as we know, Jonathan is a tortoise, and we think he's from the Seychelles. So, yes, and he loves living on the land. So I know that Jonathan's in a Guinness Book of Records. I'm not sure who actually went about it, but we do have a certificate to show that he is the oldest living land animal, and he has reached the Guinness Book of Records. When he came here in 1882, they measured his shell, and so they aged him 50 because the size of his shell said he was a mature tortoise, which now makes him 193.
Jonathan was believed to have been hatched in 1832 in the Seychelles. He was gifted to the then governor of St Helena as a diplomatic peace-offering gift. He was actually brought to the island with 2 other tortoises. However, Jonathan is the only one that is still left here today.
So when he came with the first very 3 tortoises, the other 2 was from Mauritius, but they can only assume he was from the Seychelles. So we take it Jonathan is from the Seychelles. Well, from my knowledge, I would say he's very lucky because he saw in 1947 the very first royal visit to St Helena, and of course we got photographs of that. And then he also saw the visit of Princess Anne, and also last year Prince Edward. So, and they all went and had their photographs for him. So he's seen up close and personal many royalties.
Historically, giant tortoises were a common food source. This was due to the fact they required little resources and were easy to herd. This led to the extinction of several species, including Jonathan's, meaning that he has literally lived through his own extinction, and his species is now de-extinct because of him.
His day-to-day routine, see, the gardeners take care of him, so he roams around the paddock. I will and say I've noticed, like when it is wet and cold, he likes to go under the tree. He hibernates sometimes. He can hibernate for days or weeks in that same spot. But when it is sunny, he just roams around, and he likes being on his own. He does go and sometimes interact with the other 3, but he is very much a person who likes his own company, and he just roams around, really.
Due to developing cataracts, Jonathan is now partially blind in one eye and fully blind in the other. He has also lost his sense of smell, which means he has trouble eating on his own, and he now has to be hand-fed once a week. Tell me a little bit about the type of food you prepare for him.
So here we have, it's anything fresh. There's cabbage, lettuce, cucumbers, tomato, apples, pears, carrots. It depends on what we can get.
You think his diet got anything to do with like how long you've been living?
I think so, and his way of life, because there's no stress. There's a stress-free life he has.
So the question, what everybody wants to know is, how long will Jonathan live for? Studies on other giant Seychelles tortoises have revealed that they are very resilient to cancers and other types of diseases. This is because, unlike humans, they have the ability to repair certain genes, which, if left unrepaired, would normally lead to cancers and other metabolic diseases developing. So essentially, this makes these tortoises immortal, quasi-immortal if you will. As long as they are well looked after, it is simply unknown how long they will live for. These tortoises often don't actually die of old age. More often or not, they simply wear out or die of other factors such as being flipped over and not being able to right themselves. There actually was a time when Jonathan was thought to be dying. Due to his blindness, he wasn't able to eat or graze properly, which means he wasn't getting sufficient nutrition. He actually started to lose weight and strength. However, luckily his carers realized this and they started to feed him a variety of mineral and vitamin-rich fruits and vegetables once a week. From this point, Jonathan actually started to rejuvenate and he's still going strong to this day. You got any fun stories about Jonathan? Anything funny been happening in your time here?
The only thing I know of Jonathan, see, he's 193, and we had Myrtle and Emma, the two females. However, in my time here, my very first early years, I heard all these noises and I didn't know what it was. So I decided to look out through the window because the noises were coming from the paddock. And then when I looked, and I knew it was Jonathan from the size of his shell, he was trying to mate with Myrtle. And then of course after Myrtle passed, he still tried to mate with Emma. And I was so amazed because, having said he's 193 now, he was mating, that was okay, and he is still mating. And one particular day, because he's got his blindness in his right eye and the left eye not so good, I don't know if I should be saying this, but he actually tried to make Emma, but he got on the wrong way. Like he was backwards. And we all thought that was so funny. But I think, Dewey, for 193 and still trying to mate, that's amazing.
Do you think Jonathan will live forever?
Oh, if only. We would love Jonathan to live forever because we know that if he dies, we all wonder, will anybody come to St Helena? Because everybody who visits here always say, we've got to see Jonathan. This is a beautiful house. And to be honest, the majority always says they want to visit Jonathan. So if he dies, I haven't got a clue who will replace him.
What you say, what else could learn from Jonathan about life, looking at his life?
What we could learn from Jonathan, that he has reached a ripe old age because I think he lived a very good, chill life with no worries, no concern. He was well looked after and he just appreciates his lifestyle. So we could, as humans, learn from Jonathan to live a ripe old age because he just did his own thing.
What does Jonathan mean to the people of St Helena?
Jonathan is like, I would say, Jonathan is all royalty. All people look at Jonathan as he is the most important animal, person, or whatever you like to describe him. He is the one that all people feels that he is the most amazing and important to St Helena.
For me, Jonathan is a prime example of what makes this world so special. And I mean, who knows? He may just outlive us all. Thank you. Okay, that's perfect. That is so good.
Louis.
Thank you, Debbie. That was perfect.
Good.
Yeah, good. Happy New Year.
Then you want to go down here now, right?
Let's get the shot of you with the
Oh, yes, with
raffle.
the thing.
And then,
Okay.
yeah, I'll go down here.